Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from BoLS, and we're back with another quick unboxing. Today we're taking a look at the two-player starter set for Warhammer Underworlds. This is the brand new box set for anybody getting started for Warhammer Underworlds. This will be the go-to box for you. We also have the Essential cards, which is just an expansion pack here with a ton of extra cards that are generic that you can use in pretty much any warband. So we're going to be flipping through all this stuff here, so let's go ahead and dive on. We're going to start with the contents of the Essential Cards box. Now this contains 60 cards that are 20 objective cards, 20 gambit cards, and 20 upgrade cards. Now I'm not going to go through all 60 cards here. I do want to call out too, it does have a little deck building booklet. This booklet is basically how to build a deck in Warhammer Underworlds. You can actually go to GW's website and put together, you can check out how to build decks there too. They have a whole list of cards and a search thing that you can use to build decks. Anyway, it's 60 cards total for, they're kind of generic for any warband, whatever you're playing. I'm not going to go through them all. They're available to view online, again, in that deck builder I just mentioned. But yeah, it's just generic cards, like generic warband cards. There's 20 upgrade cards, 20 gambit cards, and 20 objective cards in here. So yeah. Very handy if you're just getting in, if you don't have a ton of warbands like in your collection, or you just picked up the two-player starter box and you're looking to do a little bit of expansion. Maybe you want to dip your toe in a little bit further, maybe go up to the ankle, you know what I'm saying? That's what the Essential cards are for. Alright, now that we've talked about the cards, what's in the box? Now this is, of course, a two-player starter. So it's got two warbands, so one for each player basically. You get the new Darken Celestis warband, so the Celestis warband, and then the Viceroy Draepur. It's the Draepur's warband there. Quick note on these models. They are actually not new models. They are from the easy-to-build boxes for the Castigators, and then the easy-to-build boxes for, and I forgot the name of the unit, but they are for the Night Haunt Hunters there. And like I said, I forgot the name of the unit. But they are not new models. The warbands, though, they have new cards and stuff in here. So, again, if you're a veteran player, you don't have those models, go pick them up. You get your tokens and boards. We'll open these up in a second. Learn to play. These are just your basic learn to play rules. It's a pretty big book. I think it's 36 pages. Yeah. It's got a glossary in the back, all your rules, stuff in there. It's got the board layouts, too, so if you have any questions about the board layouts, you can check that out. But this is your basic how to play Warhammer Underworlds. A little bit of backstory too, look like. So a little introduction to the world. So there you go. And then we get into Wraith Creepers. That's what they're called. The Storm of Celestis is the Castigator warband, and then the Draepur's Wraith Creepers. So there you go. Models. Again, these are easy to build, push fit models. You can see the pegs. We'll go over these here closer in a second. And then you also get your dice, which you totally need to play this game. They do have special D6s. The black dice are your defense dice, and the white dice are your attack dice. That's just for this particular box. Some of the custom warband dice are different colors, but same basic setup there. And then cards. I'm not going to open up this card pack. If you want to see these cards, you can check GW's website. I'll put a link in the description. You can build decks and see all the cards already available from them. So we're not going to open those, but they are there. And then just because I like to check, sometimes they hide stuff. Nope, nothing else in the box. So that's everything. Let's take a closer look at those minis. Here's a look at the two warband sprues. Glaive Wraith Stalkers. That's what they're called. Glaive Wraith Stalkers. They're not exactly a crazy popular unit for the Night Haunt, but they are a thing. They were in these Soul Wars box. Like you would get like 4 of them or something. That, you know what? We're getting off track here. The point is they have a warband for them now. 4 different models, as a matter of fact. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, I like the bases. They're very scenic bases. These two sets were actually featured in, I think there were different paint sets from Games Workshop, which is where they first showed up. And then they sold them later as like individual easy build boxes. But now they're back. They have the dyed plastic again. Night Haunt has that sickly green kind of look for some odd reason, right? And then the Stormcast Eternals, Castigators with their giant crossbows of doom. There's also Gryph-hound, who's a really good boy on this. But again, great models, easy to put together. They have the peg system as well. You can kind of see, I'll flip these over so you can take a closer look at those two. Yeah, pretty great additions to really any collection, any army. Yeah, go ahead and throw them in there. My recommendation, again, whenever we're talking about these particular push-up models, any push-up models from GW, I always say this: plastic glue is your friend when you're assembling these models. If you want to make sure they're nice and tight and don't move around after you assemble them. I also personally I shave off about 1 millimeter on those pegs, just to make sure that there's no air pocket when you put the pegs in the holes. There can be sometimes the tolerances are so tight that there's not a way for that air to get out, and that can cause a bubble of air that's actually pushing your model apart as you're trying to push it together, which is not good. Which is where the plastic glue comes in handy, because it actually melts it and makes a better seal, and then it fuses the plastics together and becomes a really solid model. So that's my recommendation for assembling these models. But they should turn out pretty cool. Next up, we have the boards and tokens, and as you can see, it's enough tokens to get you started, really to keep you going forever playing Warhammer Underworlds. You've got the objectives, you've got the rubble, all the tokens you need to play the games, your guard, advanced tokens, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, you're good to go here. I don't think we need to pop those out. We also have the boards, and I'm curious. We showed off the boards in the books. There's the first board, one-player board, the second-player board, obviously. There you go. And you get 2 of those. I was actually curious to see if these boards were the same ones as this one, which we actually do still have, Shadespire. So this was a question I had, because that's like the first box set, right? So are these the same boards? I don't know. I don't think they are, actually. But let's take a closer look. So, no. Those are different. And that one's also different from this one. Okay, good to know. What about this one? This one looks the same though, huh? That one actually looks the same as this one. Yup. Aha! I caught you, GW. You're recycling your boards. But you know what? That's actually okay. This actually proves my point, that another point I was trying to make is that this box set is basically compatible with everything else from Underworlds, which is kind of the point. That's why it's the new starter set. This one might be from Dreadfang. Actually, give me a second. We have that one too. So, this one's actually not even opened yet. Yeah, buddy. I'm keeping it sealed, but I popped the plastic wrap off. Real quick, I'm not going to open this up, but is it the same? I don't think it is. Nope. Well, I'm not going to open this one now. That's not the point. My other original point, again, other than to compare the boxes, was to prove that yes, these boxes are actually 100% compatible with the previous versions. If you're not familiar at all with how that works, basically each player needs at least one board to play Underworlds on. You bring your own board and you can play anybody that has a set with their own boards. You can share if you want, if you brought 2 boards, whatever, but you lay them out. Real quick tutorial here. You just lay them out and then you line up the edges like so. Now the fun part is it's Underworlds, right? So you can actually do some crazy board deployment things where you do stuff like that. As long as the lines line up, you can slide boards around and do crazy deployment things. I'm not going to get into all that. It's in the rules. You should read them. But yeah, that's going to be it. Let's hop back out. All right, everybody. Well, that was the 2-player starter set for Warhammer Underworlds unboxed, and the essential cards as well. Again, 60 cards in that pack. That's 20 upgrades, gambits, and objective cards that are generic that can be used with any warband, and of course, the 2 new warbands. I mean, they're not new, but they're new to you. So the models are not new. The warbands are new in this box set, and again, generic stuff for getting you started. Everything you need to play. So anyway, that's going to be it for this unboxing. I'm AdamHarry from BoLS. Thanks so much for watching. click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.